Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the Hello Neighbor 2 website that I was talking about in the last video from yesterday. If you haven't seen it, there will be a link in the description to that video. But anyways though, let's talk about this website in a little bit more deep, because I didn't actually show you guys the full website in the last video. In this video I will be. So here's like the opening banner for the website. So that's the town where all the main stuff happens in Hello Neighbor. That's the name in reverse. I think it's actually Raven Brooks. And then here we see a bunch of blogs and stuff like that, which are presumed to be written by Quentin, the journalist that we play as in Hello Neighbor 2. And he's talking about a bunch of stuff that happens in Ravenbrooks, about a terrible storm, about children missing, about a horrific car accident, and the school accidents and stuff like that. And then the Ravenbrooks, all the stuff that happens. And then there's one signpost that talks about Theodore Pearson, the neighbor in the games, and how his two children, Aaron and Maya, went missing. And we see a bunch of missing posters. Search continues, and we see the missing posters and a picture of the neighbor's house, Theodore Pearson's house, with missing pictures of Aaron and Maya on a pole. Then here we get some news articles about the museum closing. I go into details with all these blogs in my previous video, check that out. And then we go abandoned monuments and architecture. It's now finally known that the investors are not interested in restoring the Ravenbrooks Museum. They refuse to comment on the matter and are going to stretch their greedy hands over an object that has brought nothing but tears to residents of the city. As everyone's sadly famous, and then this part is ripped out, is probably a very important character, or it might be even Quentin. Now we don't know for sure. I skipped over this blog because I didn't think it was too important. I didn't fully read it yet, but I'm going to maybe make a video on this one. It's a garden gnome contest. I don't know if it has any lore implications, and this one, the library cards cancelled. And then we have a blog about Nikki Roth, and we see missing pictures of Nikki in front of this green house. Now, Hello Neighbor likes to reverse a lot of things, but I don't think I think the picture itself might be reversed here, because it says simming the wrong way, but these ones, does this say simming? No, it says simming from left to right, kind of like how normal letters are. This picture right here by Nikki Roth might be reversed, and it's in front of this green house, which I found to be very interesting, because Nikki's house normally is blue. So is this Nikki's house, or is this someone else's? Because we do know that Nikki's house from the Hello Neighbor 1 game is not in Hello Neighbor 2. So yeah, that could mean something. We find out about a missing person who randomly vanished. My theory is that this person right here was kidnapped by the guest for some reason. And then here we have places. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. If you look at some of these photos with this rectangular border, there's some over here as well. If you hover over them, they highlight. Now why do they highlight? I'm not too sure. Is it just a bug or something? But these pictures might be important here, like the school, and then the Ravenbrooks office, and then we have the office where Quentin is doing all his journalist stuff. And you see a picture of Quentin beside that. And then, so do these places have any importance? Are these part of the DLC that we can get for Hello Neighbor 2? I'm kind of confused, so I want you guys to check out the website. The link and the password will be in the comments, and to find out what do these pictures mean. Can you guys find anything in these pictures? Because I really want to know if these pictures really mean anything. Like here's the school. Now this school might have some importance. I know there is probably like I think there is a DLC about a school. I don't have the DLC, but and I don't know that if this is one of the rooms from the DLC. There's some pictures on the walls and stuff like that. It looks like a very rundown school, kind of like how they said the school is nowhere to be reopened, and the school part didn't reopen for like a whole, at least like I don't know, around half a year. I'm thinking because there's a whole explosion happening in the school. So yeah. And then here's a good look picture of the school. We can get a closer picture down here's yep. Here you can see a close picture of the school. It looks pretty intact here. It looks also to be somewhere off the side. Like somewhere off the like it's right beside water, like we see there. Like water, and then there's some light. And there seems to be like a generator. Maybe these are the new levels that we see in Hello Neighbor 3. I don't know though, please, and don't quote me on that. But anyways guys, this will be today's video. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.